In the village of Omu-Ako, every path had a secret, every river had a voice, and every night carried whispers the living could not fully understand. But of all these mysteries, none was greater than River Omu-Ako, a river that glowed sometimes at night and sang when no wind blew. People feared it. People respected it. But only one woman truly understood its silence. Mama Nnenna, a widow, a mother, a quiet spirit, and a woman whose heart held more kindness than fear. Every dawn, long before the village woke, she would walk the lonely path with her clay pot, not out of habit, but because the river was the only place she felt whole again after her husband died. But on the morning, everything changed. The river felt different. The air was too still, and destiny waited for her. Before light touched the sky, Mama Nnenna walked quietly with her clay pot balanced on her head. As she approached the river, she felt a strange coldness in the air. Not normal, not natural. Then she heard it. A weak, trembling cry. Not human, not animal. Something between worlds. Her heart began to beat fast. She stepped closer and froze. There, tied to the thick branch of a tree, struggling and weak, was a creature she had only heard about in fireside stories. A pregnant mermaid, bound with rope. Her long silver hair fell over her face. Her bright tail was dried, losing its shine. Her eyes were full of fear and pain. "Mama, please, help me," the mermaid whispered. Mama Nnenna fell to her knees in shock. Her pot slipped from her hands and rolled into the river silently. With trembling hands, she reached for the ropes. But they were thick, tightly tied. Her hands shook. Her fingers slipped. Her breath was fast and shallow. "I can't, it's too tight," she whispered. The mermaid cried softly, clutching her swollen belly. "Please, my child." Mama Nnenna struggled harder, but suddenly, she heard footsteps. Voices. The hunters. They were coming back to check on their captured prize. Her body froze like stone. Her hands stopped moving. The mermaid's eyes widened with terror. Mama Nnenna could hear them clearly. "Make sure she's still there. That mermaid must not escape." The owner of that pot might have seen something. Her heart dropped. If they saw her, they would kill her. If they saw the mermaid missing, they would search every house. Just then, a loud horn blew near the village road. The hunters paused. That must be the chief calling us. Let's go quickly." Their footsteps ran off. Mama Nnenna exhaled with shaking breath, hands trembling violently. The danger passed, but barely. She quickly returned to the ropes, pulled with all her strength until the last knot snapped. The mermaid fell into her arms, weak, cold, barely breathing. "Mama, I can't walk," the mermaid whispered. "I know. Hold on to me." Mama Nnenna's legs trembled, not only from the weight, but from fear. She had never touched a spirit being in her life. Her skin tingled. Every shadow felt dangerous. Half dragging, half carrying, she took the hidden narrow path home. Her heart hammered the whole time. When she reached her house, she locked the door immediately. Only then did she realize. Her pot was still at the river. Worse, that pot was now evidence the hunters were looking for. Fear washed over her chest. Her son Chinidu woke up as she laid the mermaid on the mat. "Mama, what is that?" he whispered with wide, fearful eyes. Mama Nnenna swallowed hard. I don't know how to explain." Chinidu stepped back, shaking. "Mama, is it a spirit? Will it hurt us? Are we safe?" Mama Nnenna didn't know the answer. She was shaking too. "I only know she is weak," she whispered. "And she needs help." Even as she spoke, her voice wasn't steady. She was frightened too. The mermaid's breaths were shallow. Her tail was dry and cracking. Mama Nnenna fetched water from her drinking clay bowl and poured it gently over the tail. It shimmered faintly. She boiled herbs, ginger, and river mint for strength. Her hands shook as she worked. The mermaid finally whispered, "Thank you." Later in the day, tap, tap, tap. It was Mama Nnenna, the village gossip, a woman whose curiosity had no limit. "Mama Nnenna, I came to borrow small water." Mama Nnenna panicked. She had no water left, and she couldn't mention the river. She stepped outside, blocking the doorway. "Mama Nnenna, today is not good for me. I don't have water at all." The gossiper blinked. You? The early morning river woman? Something is wrong. Tell me the truth." Mama Nnenna forced a smile. "My dear, if I had water, would I deny you? Please go to another compound." Mama Nnenna squinted suspiciously, but left grudgingly. Mama Nnenna rushed inside, heart pounding. By evening, the hunters stormed through the village. We are searching every house. The mermaid has escaped. Mama Nnenna and her son froze in terror. When the hunters arrived at her door, she whispered, "Chinedu, don't make a sound." They opened the door roughly. "Mama Nnenna, did you see anything unusual this morning?" She forced herself to stand tall. "No, I was at home. I saw nothing." Her hands were sweating. Her voice almost cracked. One hunter looked around her small house. He paused near the mat where the mermaid lay hidden under cloth. Mama Nnenna's heart nearly stopped. But the hunter turned away. "Nothing here. Let's go." When they left, she broke down in silent fear. That night, she couldn't sleep. She knew that the mermaid was not safe. If they returned again, she would be exposed. She couldn't risk her son's life. So, before the first rooster crowed, she helped the mermaid up. "We must go. You are not safe here." Holding the weak mermaid, they went back toward the river. Chinedu followed behind, still afraid but brave enough to help. At the water's edge, the mermaid regained strength instantly. Her tail glowed again. She turned to Mama Nnenna. "You risked everything for me, even when you were afraid." Mama Nnenna nodded, eyes wet. "Go home. Stay safe," the mermaid whispered. "I will never forget you." Then she disappeared beneath the water. Mama Nnenna waited a moment, then returned home quietly. 7 days passed like 7 long years. Every night, Mama Nnenna wondered whether she had done the right thing. Every time the hunters passed the village with their torches and spears, her heart would stop for a moment. She was still poor, still struggling, yet she had saved a life, and that gave her a quiet strength inside. On the 7th day, before the sun even painted the sky with its first light, Chinedu burst into the house shouting, "Mama, Mama, come outside. Hurry." His voice wasn't frightened this time. It was full of wonder. Mama Nnenna tied her wrapper and ran outside barefoot. What she saw made her knees grow weak. Right there, at the front of their compound, quiet, glowing softly, were 3 golden boxes, shining brighter than the morning sun. The neighbors began to gather, whispering, "Who kept these here? Is it a miracle? This must be from the spirits." But Mama Nnenna knew in her heart, these boxes were not ordinary. Chinedu held her hand. "Mama, open it." Her fingers trembled as she lifted the lid of the first box. A burst of golden light filled the compound. Inside were pure jewels, gold bracelets, coral beads, and ancient coins, the kind only seen in royal kingdoms. People gasped. Even Mama Nnenna struggled to breathe. She opened the second. Inside were fine clothes, the type woven with silk, silver, and sacred threads. Clothes she had never touched in her life. Clothes fit for a queen. Her eyes filled with tears. Her hands shook as she opened the third. This time, the sweet smell of fresh food rose into the air. Bags of rice, tubers of yam, spices, dried fish, palm oil, and many things her family could never afford. The entire village stood silent. In that silence, a gentle wind blew across the trees, and from the wind came a soft, calm voice. For the woman who helped with fear in her heart, yet kindness in her hands. For the woman who protected life, even when her own life trembled. For the woman who showed mercy, when others showed cruelty. May her generations never know suffering again. The wind settled. The boxes remained. And Mama Nnenna fell to her knees, crying. Not tears of fear, but tears of gratitude, relief, and a joy too powerful for words. From that day forward, she built a beautiful new house. She and her son ate well every day. She wore clothes of dignity and beauty. She helped the poor, remembering how it felt to be helpless. And she never bragged or boasted. She stayed humble and grateful. The villagers said, "Truly, kindness never goes unrewarded, even when nobody sees it." But Mama Nnenna would simply smile and say, "If your heart is good, the universe will always remember you." Courage is not the absence of fear. It is doing the right thing even when fear holds your hand tightly. And kindness, pure, quiet kindness, always returns multiplied.